John Flynn, Golden Harvest. Today I want to talk to you about spider mites in corn. You know, we're here at the end of June, and our spring crops, you know, wheat and whatnot, that oftentimes borders corn, it's starting to mature and dry down. Well, wheat is a very good alternative host for Banks grass mite primarily. We also have a lot of our cornfields that are surrounded by grassland, pasture land, and again, so as those cool season grasses start to mature and dry down, those spider mites are looking for something green to move to. And so it's very imperative that we look at the border of our fields and check those lower leaves to see if we might have any spider mite pressure. Typically what a person will see is on this top portion of the leaf, you'll see some yellowing right along this midrib. And if you flip that over, we would also then see some webbing, and of course, if your eyesight's better than mine, you'd see some eggs and probably even some adult spider mites. You know, based off of heat, spider mites, they're asexual, but they can have a new generation about every day and a half to 2 days if we're in that mid to upper 90 degree, especially if we have some hot, drying type winds to go with it. I know here a couple of weeks ago we had some 100-degree weather, and that got a little bit of spider mite activity going on the lower leaves of these fields, and that's why I think it's very imperative now that we are out scouting, and if we can do a border treatment to kind of hold that pressure in check, that could serve us well for later in the season. You know, we don't want to get out there and be too aggressive treating for spider mites, simply because we're going to be knocking down our beneficials as well. It's probably better to try, at least early, to take a natural approach, allowing those predators to build and try to keep our spider mite levels in tow. We primarily deal with two species of spider mites, the Banks grass mite and the two-spot spider mite. The Banks grass mite is the more prevalent one. The Banks grass mite, its symptomology will be much more noticeable and more prevalent in regards to the yellowing and the mottling on the leaf, and if you look it over, it'll have that dirty type of an appearance with it. The two-spot spider mites may not provide quite the level of mottling, definitely, but it'll definitely have more webbing on the back side, and they're probably just a little bit bigger mite compared to a Banks grass mite. So again, this is just a heads up. John Flynn, Agronomist, Golden Harvest.